and this is Victoria Celestials. I don't know how to say this, but this is my process on how I use Procreate. So I want to draw a character from Fairy Tale, Lucy Heartfilia. I'm just going to start with my guidelines first. So I usually always start with, the circle and everything with my guidelines. I don't know how long this video is going to be because this is just going to be my raw process. Not going to edit it at all. I'm just going to show my process all the way. Usually I always have the circle there to indicate. So I always want to figure out where my head is going to go on the canvas. So I'm drawing Lucy's Heartfilia on uh third for view, 3/4 view. I mean, oh my goodness, this feels a little awkward. um, let me just sketch out her head. I'm just gonna sketch it out, and I usually add another guideline to indicate. Right. I'm gonna not speak for a while right now, but I just want to finish the sketch. So I'll make this a little bit bigger. I usually do the sketch more than one time because I want to get everything inside, get everything on the canvas, everything. Just go to, this is layer number 3. And I'm just doing the eyes because the eyes are very important. And sometimes I do shade in. And I usually sometimes adjust my eyes by using the lasso tool. And that's okay. Use your tools. Use your tools because it will just help you. It will help you make your art look better. Just use your tools. I would recommend that, definitely. Because it's okay to use your tools. You don't, I'm pretty sure not every digital artist would just draw it like how it is. Because that wouldn't look right. That's the reason why those tools are there for, is for you to adjust your stuff. Make it look better, make it make sense. But also, that's what you can do when you do the line art, too. Now I'm going to do her hair. Doing her hair. Get down, kitty. Get down. So she has a side ponytail, so I'm going to have to try to adjust or try to move the whole sketch to the right. So I slide it down, slide it over to the right, and then just go back to what I was going to do. And the bow, she has a side ponytail. Then I'm probably just gonna do all of the stuff for the rest of the sketch. Then after that, I'm just going to go to my line art, and that's just. I mean, this is really basic stuff. How I kind of see it's kind of pretty basic. So I think I kind of draw this a little mess weird, but this is just only a rough idea of how I do this stuff. So I just turn this down all the way down. And I want to switch my brush to Tinderbox. This is the brush that I use, my go-to brush every time I do line art. Okay. It may look kind of weird, but this is just my rough idea of how I do things on Procreate. Okay. So I do everything on a separate layer. So I do, see, that's the reason why I do. Oh, I forgot to add the line for the pupil. I totally forgot all about that. That's why it's always good to go back to fix things. And now I'm going to do the hair, and that's going to be in between. Usually I turn off this so I can see what I'm actually doing. And always make sure you remember that doing it piece by piece is actually pretty helpful. It'll just make it'll make the time shorter on each drawing you do. So if you ever wonder why I post my art after I'm done real fast, it's because the process here is pretty easy. Pretty simple. Go back and forth, work on each layer and erase. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's the simplest thing I ever think of. And if you work by layers, it'll just make your whole life a whole lot easier. Make your whole life a lot easier. My motto is always work smarter, not harder. Get down. Cat's always in my business. I feel like this is going to take forever to get done. Excuse me. And now basically done with all of that, even though this is a little messy, but this is just the way of how I do things. So now I'm just going to turn this down. Turn the opacity down, turn this off. I'm going to work with the eyes first. This is where you can do everything full, so like this is... Alright, I'll do that later, okay? My mother is interrupting me right now. And I usually do clipping mask on everything. So I do clipping mask, everything. So I'm not really going to like do like full blown perfect art right now because like I'm in a hurry to leave again. So I'm trying to get this done so real quick. This is what I do on every single layer of mine. Every single layer. Just do. And you add all your details and each of the eyes and stuff like that. I do recommend. This is probably not really helpful at the moment because I'm about to get ready to drop this. So I'm just going to do this lazily right now because right now I just want to go and I'm trying my best to. This is not really how I draw my eyes though. This would look way better if I just did the... And I'm just going to do the same thing for each underneath my layers. So I'm just going to do the skin base, the skin. I'm just going to select all of this with the lasso tool. And you do the same thing for each one. Do the same thing for each underneath the layer, so that way, because this is the only way I think this would actually make sense to do. Like, make sure you do all of them in base layer. Do all the colors separately. And this will get the job done faster if you just use the lasso tool, because I mean, this gets the job done. But for shading, I just do a clipping mask, multiply. Find a color that's close to the skin, but to make the shade. Get down, kitty. Get down. Sorry. So I'm just I need to hurry up and get out of here. But I'm going to have to like color the hair where I want to move this. I'm just going to move this hair down. I'm going to move the eyes down, and then I'm just going to color the hair over top of the eye, which is going to be on a separate layer. It's going to be on a separate layer, so that way that the hair is over top of the eye, and you can tell that it's not going through the eye. I really do not want to finish this. This is just a very crappy way of doing it, even though I just kind of waited and did it later. And now I'm feeling like I'm getting rushed right now. So like when you see that, all you have to do is just assemble your layers, so that way nothing is like going through or something. And also that bra, that bathing suit. Like you ever see that color that's outside the line? You can also fix that by just coloring over top of that certain layer, and just select it, and you won't see it again. Like, you don't have to color perfectly to make it right. You can like literally do a big blotch of color and still color over top of that one part of the layer that won't show it. I really hope this helps on how I work on things. Like, especially like make sure you do so on shading. Like, also do a clipping mask on each base color and just shade it. That's all it takes. So I hope this helps, and thanks. Bye.